Okay. I'm gonna transition in now.
I
Alright, you're good to go, bud.
Heck yeah.
Already on
Alright.
time.
3, 2, 1, go! Alright, this is Tech and the power Juju got a mash! Okay, I skipped a cutscene, it's all good. So if I was good at this game, I'd like get a frame perfect trick here. So let's see if I'm actually good at this game. I'm not, so you know. I guess I may as well just stop now. No point in continuing.
Okay.
Yep.
Marathon's over.
Marathon's over, guys. Gotta call it in. If I would have paused there, I could have skipped like a minute's worth of this tutorial, but I'm really bad at this game, so. Oh, I don't know why I even have world record, honestly. Alright, that's enough talking, Flora. Flora's that little green thing. Flora's really awful. So we're just gonna clip through this wall here to skip more Flora, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump here, and then pause right when I land on the ground. And you know, I'm pretty bad, so I'm gonna make a safety save, because you know, this tutorials are really difficult. So I may as well play it safe, you know. There's no point really going fast. This isn't a speedrunning marathon or anything. So I'm gonna quit to the main menu because I'm just giving up on life, honestly. Holy moly, I'm popular, my phone's buzzing. Alright. Let's immediately load back into the file here. And you know, I'm kinda tired of the tutorial right now, so I think I'm just gonna skip the rest of it. So here's the end of the tutorial. I'm just gonna walk through this wall and just skip, you know, skip like the whole tutorial. It's fine. I would explain what I did there, but I don't know what I really don't know why it happened. So I'm probably not the best person to talk to about that. All you need to know is you can walk through walls sometimes. All right, so now apparently I need to go to burial grounds to get a staff or something. But that's too slow. I'm gonna go somewhere else instead. So I'm just gonna climb up this tree. Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to climb up this tree. Who knows if it'll actually happen. See, before my run started, I asked if I should practice this run before I started, and people told me no. So I'm gonna blame this on that. That's the reason why I'm playing poorly. Alright, so I'm not supposed to be at this part of the game yet. I'm supposed to like have that staff thing and then a bunch of plants and stuff, but no, I don't have any of those, so I'm just going on ahead. So the level I'm coming up to is Dry Rock. It's like a desert. It's kind of neat, I guess. Why is Tech's clothes half a coconut? I don't know. Ask him yourself. I don't choose what he wears. That's up to him. So the point of this first part of the game is to get 9 plants, because I guess like the hero of this village or something got turned into a sheep, and we need to turn him back or something. I don't know. I just need to get 9 plants. That's all I know. Here's one of the plants. I'm gonna try to kill it quickly, but I'm probably not gonna do that. Yeah, he punched me out of the way, so that means I can't kill him. So now I get to wait for the different cycles to kill him. It's alright, this is like the hardest plant to kill, so me being bad at it isn't too bad. So I'm like 1 hit away from death, but I'm not gonna die because I'm really good at this game. We just get to wait for this plant to taunt at us, and then we just hit him in the face because we don't like it when people taunt at us. Normally, I would just be standing next to the plant and just beating it up until it dies, but this plant's really smart and it uses these vine things around it, so that if I try to stand near him, it'll just kill me. So I think I'm just gonna stand far away from it. So that's the first plant. I need to get 8 more of those. This game is very exciting, I know. So I'm just gonna run through this level, there's 3 plants in each level. So I need to get the other 2 now. It's pretty exciting beginning, I know. So these little purple rat things that keep trying to jump at me are called Nurbles, and they're like really obnoxious because if they hit you, you get stunned, but you're not invincible. You're not invulnerable, so you can just continuously get hit and stunned, and you can just die for no reason. It's pretty sick. Alright, I killed this plant quicker than usual, which is good because this is a speedrun. So it's good that I killed this plant quicker than usual. Alright, now we get to hit him again, and there's 2 plants. We're going fast. Alright, now it's time for the 3rd one, if you couldn't guess. Here's a Nurble, just jump over him, he's fine. Here's another Nurble, also just jump over him. It's a common theme with Nurbles, you just jump over them or you hit them like that. Alright, so this plant's actually when the plants become easy, because we're beating all these plants completely out of order, by the way. So we just killed the 2 hardest plants. I know that it seemed really hard. But, so now we can just stand here and just beat them up until they die. But not quite until they die, because you can't actually kill them by doing that. You have to wait until they taunt at you. Like that. Now he's dead. Alright, so now we're done with this level. And now we're going to try to get back to the beginning as fast as possible, but instead of just running back to where we came from, I'm just going to jump down into this corner and just walk right through the wall. This game is very, very, very well made. So now I'm out of bounds and swimming in water, I guess. So I'm just going to swim over to this teleporter that brings me to the beginning of the level. It's pretty conveniently placed. There we go. Now I'm done with Dry Rock. Alright, that was fun and all, but, you know, that staff that I skipped in the beginning, I should probably go back and get that. I mean, I might need it. It kind of lets me jump higher, I guess. Because you can use it as a pole vault and stuff, it's pretty cool. You can also shoot acorns out of it, like, why wouldn't you want that? So yeah, this is just going through Tax Village, pretty neat. Taking a shortcut through this spooky cave here, because why not? By the way, a cool thing to know about this game is that you can actually roll in it. Literally every single person I've ever talked to about this game did not know you could roll in the game. I didn't even know you could roll in the game, but apparently you can, and it goes faster than running, so that's neat. Hopefully I taught people something with that. Alright, so here's Burial Grounds. This is where, like, all of the dead people are buried, I guess. I don't really know. I don't pay attention to the story in this game, honestly. Alright, so here Flora's gonna tell me to get these golden teeth, I guess, because I need to put them in some statues to open up that door over there. But instead of doing that, I'm just gonna skip this part, because this part's really boring. If I was good at the game, that is, I would skip this part. Right here, what I'm doing is called a triple jump. I basically roll out of a jump, and that lets me do another jump afterwards. And if you do it really well, you can go pretty far. The problem is I'm not really good, so there we go. So that skipped like 5 minutes. It's pretty cool. So now, as you might guess, I'm gonna get some more plants. Did this recently get rerouted? It's been rerouted a lot of times, so probably. Like, the route for this game is always changing. Yeah, there we go, just destroy that plant. And the rest of these plants are very simple. Just wait till they taunt, hit them, keep attacking them until they're at 1/3 health, run away, and then wait for them to taunt again. The reason I have to run away is because the plant won't actually taunt at you until you're far enough away from him. Pretty sure someone in the chat is trying to tell me right now to not play this game fast. Well, don't worry, because I'm not playing this fast at all. This is actually very slow. This is on the Nintendo GameCube. You can also play this game on the Sony PlayStation 2, However, has significantly longer loading times. And being slower is not something you want to do in a speedrun. Oh god, he punched me in the face. I need to show him who's boss. Let's get him here. I feel like I'm running on some very significant input lag right now. I mean, I always do, but it feels like slightly more than normal. So, you know, I'm gonna blame all my problems on that. Yes, this game is very good. Alright, so here's the longest cutscene in the game. It's pretty sick. It's technically 2 cutscenes, but I'm pretty sure they're like 2.5 minutes, so why don't buckle up and get yourself comfortable here, because we're just gonna listen to this guy cough for 2 minutes. It's the most exciting cutscene in any video game. I wasn't joking. This is about as exciting as it gets, folks. So I would love to have something to do during this nice long cutscene, but there's nothing. Technically, we don't need to watch this cutscene. Like, I skipped this cutscene by not getting the golden teeth earlier, but you need to watch this cutscene in order to get the staff that this guy's holding. So, unfortunately, we have to watch this cutscene, because as long as it is, it would take a lot longer than 2 minutes to beat the game without the staff. It is possible. It's possible to beat the game without the staff, but it's not hard because the staff is it's an intended weapon to get. Like, you're not supposed to beat the game without it. You're not even supposed to be able to get out of this room without the staff. So, all right, first cutscene almost done. Now we're gonna walk 5 feet to the right, and then another cutscene's gonna play. Which is Flora just telling us, wow, we got the staff. I think Nintendo tried to take a book, or not Nintendo, Avalanche tried to take a book out of Nintendo's book. I don't think I can talk English, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I'm actually not an English speaker. Alright, let's just move on from that room. That room seemed to inhibit my ability to speak English. So let's just move on from that. So now I'm gonna kill the 6th plant. Oh, if I could actually jump, that would be cool. Alright, let's just beat him up here. I'm speaking German. Okay, that was the problem. I thought I was speaking English. Fun fact, mashing the attack button is actually slower than timing your attacks. Because when you mash it, then Tac tries to do this like 2-hit combo thing. But if you just time the single hit, it's actually a lot faster. There's also a really fast way of attacking, but it's super hard to do. It involves like doing this. I can't do it when I'm moving though, so I'm not going to show it off because that would be slow. Alright, now I'm going to go on this teleporter thing. And this is going to take me back to Tax Village once again. If you couldn't figure it out, Tax Village is like the hub world of this game, so we're going to be going back here a lot. So now I'm off to a level called Lower Tree Village. It's pretty neat, I guess. Once again, we're just there to get more plants. The first part of this game is just very riveting, I know. This is a jump that you're supposed to need the staff to be able to get up, but it's very easy to get up that without using the staff, so... They didn't do a very good job of making this game require the staff. Yeah, let's just go on this elevator thing, I guess. I don't really know how this works. It's magic, probably. Yeah, this game definitely gets much more riveting once Tac learns how to fly. That's when the game truly begins.
If you can get that sheep to run, the motor will work.
So now we're just gonna make this sheep run over here, I guess, because he's afraid of us. Probably because we tend to, like, beat them up a lot. We tend to just smack them to make them do what we want. I also like the part where Tack summons Satan. That's a pretty fun part. Alright, so now we're gonna put this sheep on this treadmill and just beat it until it runs for us. This game condones animal violence, I guess. Alright, now we can shoot acorns out of our staff. So now we can, like, hit things from far away, I guess. So now we're gonna hit that sheep with our acorn to make it run. Tack is just very violent in this game, honestly. And now, instead of hitting a sheep, we're gonna hit this monkey so that the monkey hits the other monkey, so that the monkey attacks the first monkey. And it's just an endless cycle of violence, honestly. So now that monkey's gonna go over here, and I'm gonna shoot the monkey again. This game is very nice. There's a lot of puzzles like this that are pretty basic, so I'm not going to explain them. If you shoot the orangutans, they also pull the tree up faster, so even more animal violence is pretty good. Don't worry though, guys, this is the last round of plants. It's almost over. When the plants die, they can either have a short death animation or a long death animation. As far as I can tell, it's completely random which one it does. The long death animation only takes like 2 seconds longer though, so it's not a huge deal. Here's a bunch of Nurbles, we're just gonna run around them. Oh, I mean, we're just gonna get hit by them. Alright, so here, I'm just gonna die and then Tack's gonna spawn on top of here because this game is well programmed. That skipped having to walk all the way around the tree. That's like the biggest skip in this game, honestly. Oh, heck, I'm too close to him. That's what happens when you're too close, he doesn't taunt. He gets scared. Too close once again. I'm good at this game. Oh god. Alright, that's the 8th plant. There's only one more, guys. There's only one more. And then we're free of this prison of having to collect a bunch of stuff. First though, we're going to climb up this rope and activate a warp point up here because we're going to want to come back to this level later. And doing this is just a little bit faster. Alright, so we're just going to walk on that and then immediately run away because we're scared of it, I guess. Alright, so coming up is the tree skip, I guess. It doesn't really have a name. This is Milk's favorite strat in the game. Just want to let you guys know. Oh, I almost messed it up. Oh, I did mess it up. Alright. So doing that trick perfectly, like absolutely perfectly, saves about 1 second. So, yeah. I think that was worth it, going for it once, honestly. Alright, so here's some vines, I guess. Now here we're going to jump around this tree right here, but there's a bunch of invisible walls, so this is a really difficult jump. Yeah. You have to jump like in a really awkward arc around this tree in order to not run into an invisible wall.
Okay, let's go back and try again.
Doing this perfectly only saves like 5 seconds once again, but you gotta go fast, am I right? I'm not a baby, I'm not gonna go around the tree the correct way. Holy moly, I just teleported to the bottom of the earth. Alright, I'm a baby, I'm gonna do this the normal way. I haven't had to do this the normal way in so long, I'm good at this game. Alright, so here's some melons. Melons are actually pretty cool in this game. Because if I do this properly... Alright, so remember when I said tack can fly in this game? I wasn't joking, honestly. There we go. Alright, that was enough flying for once, though. Flying takes a lot of effort for tack, so he's just gonna stop doing it for now. Yes, there is a tack for Peanut, but I would prefer not to talk about it. As would anyone else who knows what that game is. Don't ask how bad it is, Peanut. That's just gonna lead to sadness.
Check it.
Thank you, outside, for providing some great noises.
Let's get back to Jabulba's hut.
Alright, so now I can finally continue on with the rest of the game, and I no longer have to collect all these stupid items. Alright, so I'm gonna bring this sheep with me, because once again, I need to beat it until it does what I want. If you spam the B button, it makes the sheeps make noises. I don't really know what tech's doing under there, but, you know. There we go, we have finished Lower Tree Village. Now because we did these levels out of order, Flora's gonna think that we didn't do them, or that we're not done with all the plants yet. Listen to how dumb she is right here.
Well, we still need to get more plants.
See, Flora thinks we still need more plants. What an idiot.
So we should try there next.
Holy moly, that Nurgle destroyed me. Alright. So now we're gonna go to Jabulba's hut. I guess because we skipped all these cutscenes, we don't know who Jabulba is. He's like the shaman of the village. His house looks like a turtle, I guess. There's his house over there. There are speedruns of Tak 2, but it's not a very active speed game because it's not fun to run. There's a lot of cutscenes and a lot of mashing in it. Alright, so now we're gonna go right back to Lower Tree Village. Here we are, but now we're going up an elevator. And this elevator is gonna take us to Tlaloc. He's like the bad guy of this game. Except we don't actually fight him. We just fight his two sack things.
Jabulba's errand boy thinks he can just reach out and take that. It's pathetic.
Let me show him how wrong he is, Tlaloc.
These cutscenes are honestly great.
Needle says he thinks he can take him on.
Everyone loves unskippable cutscenes in video games.
Needle says he can take me on.
Now, fun fact, it's actually possible to get to this point in the game, like, instantly. Except it requires doing, like, a double frame perfect trick about 50 times in a row without messing it up once.
You'll both stop there.
So it's not exactly easy to do.
But you can fight as much as you like.
Alright, so now we get to throw these little ball things at pins and needles here. Oh god, he ran the wrong way. That's not good. Now all my timing's messed up and this is going to be slow.
Needles, you're huge. No, really.
I think there was also a possibility for the game to crash there.
Tack.
I don't remember though.
So good.
Holy moly, I'm good at this game. Oh god. Alright, he's dead.
One to go.
Alright, they're dead too.
You did it. You beat pins and needles.
I beat pins and needles. Now we get this amazing weapon called the Spirit Rattle. This lets us beat those little purple rat things in one hit. It's actually amazing. Yeah, it's honestly the easiest trick in the game. I don't know why I don't go for that. Alright, so you know how I said we were done collecting all these stupid pointless items? I lied. We actually need to collect 100 more stupid pointless items. If you thought 9 was bad, now we get to collect 100 of them.
Do you see it?
So we get to get all of these things. I got one. We got one. We're good. On a good pace here. These things are spread out through the entire game. So instead of just running around and getting them, I'm like actually going to try to beat the rest of the game while also getting these. So maybe it'll be a little bit faster if you do that. Ooh, I just fell down there. That's cool. I think my game's lagging for some reason. I don't know why. It's like a console game. I don't know why it should be lagging, but whatever. Alright, so here's a thing called a tiki. We needed to watch to do a thing later.
Nice.
If you put this on a shrine, then you can summon a tiki Juju to help you. It's pretty cool.
Find a shrine so we can summon the Jujus for help.
Yeah, what Flora said. Alright, now I'm also gonna get this, I don't know what they're called, mana power-up thingies. This one's called Mana Magnet, if I can do this properly. Gotta line it up. This is not how you're supposed to get it. Okay, I got it. Nice.
Allows you to pick up mana without having to run right.
Yes, now I can not pick these feathers. Or now I don't have to... What am I saying? I can pick these feathers up without actually running into them. Alright, so coming up, Tak is going to show off a really cool power that he has, but it's a really dangerous power. So I'm gonna actually make a safety save this time. I'm not joking around, this is actually a safety save. Because Tak's about to show off his magical ability of teleportation. This is a very intense and very powerful magic trick that Tak can do. In fact, it's so powerful that sometimes if he doesn't do it absolutely perfectly, the entire world will implode upon itself and the game will crash. So I'm going to try to not have that happen. Alright, Tak, show us your stuff. Oh, alright, okay, let me just die because I didn't do that right.
Keep trying.
Okay, so the world did not implode upon itself, but that's because I just didn't actually do it. I just killed the Nurble on accident. So let me try that one more time. Alright, did the Nurble just kill himself? And maybe he did, but this Nurble will work. Alright, the game did not crash. Tak has shown off his magical abilities once again. Praise be to Tak, he is a magician after all, he can teleport. If you want to know what actually happened there, a minute-long cutscene was supposed to play, but I did some weird stuff that made the cutscene not play, and it just instantly skipped to the end of the cutscene. Don't ask me why that works, because I honestly have absolutely no idea. And for the longest time we had no idea how to make it consistently work, but one day I figured out how to do that, so that's neat. At least it works consistently now, with only a slight chance of crashing. Whoops. Alright, so this is Numa Dunes. This is like a sandboarding level. It's really awful because the jumps are really precise. But we're here to get Yorbles, I guess. You can do like cool tricks and stuff. I don't actually know how to do any of the tricks. I just press buttons and eventually stuff happens. But you need to do tricks in order to gain this boost power-up thing. Why does the game crash? I have no idea. Probably because of the same reason that it skips the cutscene sometimes. Alright, so now we got 3 Yorbles here, that's all we need, but I'm also going to get a Juju power-up called Crazy Feet. Oh, I might have started boosting too early there. Okay, now we're good. I'm going to get something called Crazy Feet, and that lets me run faster when I hold down the X button. And that's always something that's cool to have in a speedrun. So now I get to claw grip my GameCube controller for the rest of the game. It's very exciting. Because I get to hold down the X button in order to run faster. Alright, so now that we're done with there, we're going to go back to that Lower Tree Village level, because once again we need some more Yorbles, because after all we need 100 of them. As much as I may not want to admit it. Alright, so coming up I'm going to do a new strat here that I'm probably going to mess up because I've only practiced it like twice in my life. It's not hard, but I'm bad at this game, so... Nice, I got it. That skipped like 5 seconds of running around a tree. Alright, so here's a thing called Thomas. Don't ask me why it's called Thomas, it just is. Nice, I got 1 cycle Thomas. That's just, these 2 vines here are very hard to control, so getting all 3 of those Yorbles in 1 cycle is not an easy thing to accomplish. Alright, so now that I have Crazy Feet, I can make that jump a lot easier. Now I'm just going to run through getting some more Yorbles. Just destroy this nest, because these Nurbles don't deserve to spawn anymore. Grab this Yorble right there. And now I'm just not gonna go back to Tak's village. I'm actually gonna grab this Yorble. And as you can see, there's now a new elevator here. And I'm gonna jump on this and go to Upper Tree Village. This is very exciting because we were just at Lower Tree Village. Now we're at Upper Tree Village. Dude, there's a train outside. I'm excited. That sounds like the hype train to me. Alright, so if you missed that that one time that Tak was flying earlier, don't worry, you'll get to see a lot of it now. Tak has been training, he's gotten a lot better at the flying, and so now he feels he can do it more often than just that once. So we're gonna go over there and grab another melon here. And then we're gonna put this melon down, and now I'm gonna try to do a trick. Okay, I got it, first try, nice. Explaining this trick is a real pain in the butt, so it's not a fun trick to explain, and it's also not an easy trick to do.
See a yorble over there.
Essentially what I did first is I put the melon down, and then I zoomed in with my staff on the same frame that I picked the melon up, and that put Tak into a state that he's carrying the melon, but the game isn't registering that he's carrying the melon or something like that. And so what happens is now I can throw the melon without actually losing it, and so I can just continuously throw as many times as I want. And that's cool because in this game, any time that you throw and jump on the exact same frame, it doesn't eat your it doesn't use up your double jump. And so what I'm doing here is I'm pressing the A and B button on the exact same frame for only one frame every single jump. I also missed that. Oh god, camera turn. I gotta go back and get that yorble. So yeah, for every jump I'm doing, I'm pressing A and B on the same frame for one frame only for every single jump. And if you mess it up even once, you have to start it over again because you can't jump anymore. So it's a very difficult trick to do, as you might imagine. But yeah, that's been too hard, so now I'm gonna get rid of my trick there and bring this orangutan over here. Alright. I'm gonna jump over to this vine, get some more yorbles. What a surprise, having to actually get yorbles in this game. Alright. Coming up is the best glitch in the game. It's ISG, for any of you familiar with Legend of Zelda games. Infinite Sword Glitch. It's the most useful trick in this game ever because it's actually not. It's actually completely useless. All it does is let you hit objects or enemies once without having to attack them, and then you can't hit it anymore. Unlike the Legend of Zelda versions, it's a very useless glitch. But it's fun because it lets you just hit that once without having to attack it. It's a nice glitch. So now I'm gonna stop holding forward before I grab that rope so I don't go flying a million miles once I grab it. Because the rope physics in this game are absolutely amazing. Nope, that is sarcasm, they're actually awful. Gotcha. Tex has some pretty good one-liners in this game, so keep an ear out for those. I get to wait for this orangutan. Now this room here is like a giant puzzle room with a bunch of puzzles in it, and there's a lot of yorbles in the room for like solving each puzzle. But as you might imagine, being able to fly kind of negates the need to do any of these puzzles. And so it makes this room pretty useless. Not useless, but doesn't exactly serve the purpose that it is intended to. A reminder, this is a frame perfect trick and I'm really good at this game. There we go. And yes, before you ask, I do have to mash the buttons that loudly. You'll get used to it. Oh. So yeah, this room kind of gets destroyed by the ability to fly. Alright, we are at 30 out of the 100 yorbles needed. We are getting close. Oh, almost just jumped off the edge there. It is very important that I don't roll or die at this point until the end of the level, because if I do, I lose a bunch of time, especially if I do it after I leave this section.
There it is. There's the tiki.
Alright, so if I die or roll at any point now, I'm going to lose like 3 minutes, so it's kind of important that I don't do that. You're supposed to watch like a cutscene here with a guy named the Caged Juju, and then he spawns a bunch of explosive melons that lets you break that gate, but we can just fly over it. And that was Upper Tree Village. Now it's time to continue on to one of my favorite levels, Mountaintop.
You know, Mountaintop is home to lots of animals. I can see
Now,
why I like it.
spoiler alert, once I get all of these 100 Yorbles, I'm actually still not done with the game. I still need to get three moonstones,
If you can summon the mighty Juju,
and you're not supposed to get those until you get all the 100 Yorbles. But I don't like playing by the rules, so I'm gonna actually get one of the moonstones before I get all the 100 Yorbles. Because, you know, I like to go fast. Now you might be wondering, well, if you can just get all 3 moonstones before getting all the Yorbles, then why are you still getting the Yorbles? Because this game is just programmed very well, and in order to actually be able to get the moonstones, or well, in order to beat the game, you still have to get the Yorbles and the moonstones, even though you can just get the moonstones. Because this game is very well made. Oh, that Nurble just destroyed me. Alright, there's a Yorble around this cliff here that I'm just gonna jump around like that.
heads up. These are more of those fire coconuts.
So over there you can see like that circle thing in the distance. That's a gong that I'm supposed to be able to hit once I get the 100 Yorbles. But instead of hitting that and opening a door, I'm just gonna jump through this wall. And I'm gonna run out of bounds underneath this door, and then just jump into the loading zone. And now I'm in an end game level. This one's called Mountaintop North. Ooh, fancy.
Holy smokes. Shlaylock has turned this entire...
So at this point I'm supposed to already have all 100 Yorbles, but they still put Yorbles in here anyways because they're smart.
You hear music coming from up there.
It's actually because there's 200 Yorbles in total for completion's sake. So thankfully we can just use some of these Yorbles here. So this level you're supposed to do like a bunch of puzzles and stuff in order to raise some platforms later on.
This should be a really useful Juju spell you just discovered.
But instead of doing those puzzles, I'm actually just gonna get this item storage glitch again, and then I'm just gonna fly to the top of this cliff. Alright. Now coming up is one of the best boss fights in the game, honestly. I'm also going to make it even better by doing a glitch. There we go. So this is the Dance Dance Revolution boss fight.
Ooh, looks like
And to make it even more exciting than the 2-minute auto-scroller that it is, I locked the camera, so now we don't even get to see Tak going anywhere.
the trick is to touch the glowing stone.
The camera's just going to be completely locked during this fight, and it's going to be the most exciting thing ever. Normally the camera is supposed to follow Tak around during this fight. Oh, quote-unquote fight. But instead, the camera is just going to be left behind so long. So this is the most intense boss fight in the game. The stakes are very high. You need a lot of skill to be able to beat this quickly. But according to Flora, I'm good, so thank you, Flora.
Another combo move. You demand.
Just listen to the music, you know, just feel the groove. Apparently Pins thinks he's a dancer, but no, I'm actually the true dancer here.
Oh yeah.
Alright, now Tack's gonna launch some missiles that like attack them or something, I don't know.
So slow him down. Sassy.
Sassy.
Solid. Right on, Tack. Okay, it's time
The
to
groove, I know. There you can see Tack in the distance, just going off on his own. Alright, now there is actually a problem with locking the camera like this. Once the boss fight's over, it's still gonna be locked,
go even faster.
so I'm just gonna have to die. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, you blasted him, Tack.
I blasted him.
Meter again to give them another blast.
Alright, don't worry though, the fight's almost over.
Another combo move. Come on, hurry, Tack. You're almost there.
This should be the last one.
More combos.
Holy moly, I'm so good at this game. Alright, now I'm just gonna hold back and die. Alright, there we go, I fixed the camera. Wasn't that just exciting? So here's a moonstone. Not supposed to have these yet, don't tell anyone. Alright, now we're gonna get sent back to Mountaintop. Because game doesn't want us to be there anymore. And we don't want to be here anymore either, so gonna warp back to Tack's village. And I remember that desert level from the beginning of the game. Yeah, we're gonna go back there. There's lots of backtracking in this game. Dang, Flora didn't say it. Sometimes she says something funny there. It's okay, she still got another shot at it. So now we're off to Dry Rock, where we will eventually once again get another moonstone early. Here's some bouncy pads. Fun fact, if these bouncy pads existed in more levels, we could beat the game like half an hour faster. But since they only exist in 3 levels, they are completely useless. Because remember that flying glitch that I was talking about earlier and how it's like you have to hit it frame perfectly and it's really hard to do? If you do that off of a bouncy pad, it's not frame perfect anymore and it's extremely easy to do. So, if those bouncy pads were in any actual useful level, we could just fly literally anywhere we wanted to in each level and it would be amazing. Oh look, another Yorble. We're almost halfway done with the Yorbles though. Here I'm gonna try to grab something on the way down. Nice.
You just found a longer life Juju spell. Now you can battle the nervous
That makes it so that I have more health, so that if I'm awful at this game, I'm less likely to die, which is always a good thing.
Take the stick out.
Alright, so now, in that door to the left is a level called Dry Rock Caverns. But instead of going in there like the proper way, I'm just gonna go in there through the back, because why not? So here's the back door. It's a very secretive back door. And there we go. You have to know the secret code to get in that way. So this is Dry Rock Caverns. It's a very dark cave that is really hard to do fast. There's lots of nurbles in it, so that's fun.
Lights are your only way to see, and you have to follow them through these caves. Don't get too far behind the light or the nurbles
Holy
will
moly, I
miss.
missed it. Also, if you go too slow, the game just kills you, so don't go too slow. The only reason we're in here is to get Yorbles, so I'm just gonna go in and out of a few of these caves to grab some Yorbles, and then we'll be right back out of this level.
You've become the light.
But Yorble collecting is just part of the fun in this game.
Remember to look for Yorbles along the way.
Flora thinks we don't actually know how to play this game. So there's all these Yorbles just in these little secret passageways and stuff. Just do a blind jump here, no big deal. Alright, almost done with the first cave. We're only going to go in 2 of these. Technically there's 3 in this level, but if we were to go through all 3, we'd have to watch a really long cutscene that's like, whoa, look at the thing you just did. And it's like, thanks game.
Back into that cave again.
I kind of know what I just did, but, you know, I appreciate the confirmation. Heck. This level also introduces, well, I guess it doesn't introduce, but it has these flying nurbles in them, and they're basically the spawn of Satan themselves. Like, they're the worst enemy in any video game ever, because they move extremely unpredictably, and they can fly, and they can go literally anywhere they want. They're the greatest enemy in any game. So now here's some more blind jumps. Oh, I slipped and fell and died. Now the game tries to spook you with these scary eyeballs, but I know what this game's about. I love blind jumps. Oh, I got too far away from the light, so it also killed me. I didn't die, but I got too far away from the light. So now I'm going to sit here and wait for the light to catch up a little bit. Before I do... Oh, I died again. Alright, I'm going to wait for the light to show me where I need to jump, because I guess I'm just awful at this game. Alright, go on, light. Show me the way. Holy moly. Alright. So Caverns is a fun level, if you couldn't tell. I also need to like make sure that I have 50 mana at some point, because I need to summon a melon. Alright, I'm gonna stop using mana so that I can save the rest of it up. Normally that Nurgle would still be dead, but since I died like 17,000 times, he respawned. Alright, we're done with Caverns now. Do not have any fear. Just need to leave Caverns. There we go, we're done. So now it's time to get into the next Moonstone area. Because why not? So this is a ram that's going to try to hit me, but I'm just going to smack it in the face so it can't. Just walk through that wall once again, the same wall as before. But this time we're going to go this way. This thing tries to tell us that we need the Amulet of the Champions, but I'm just going to grab onto this pole right here and pull myself on top and then jump around the wall, and now we're in the level. There's a lot of fun out-of-bounds strats in this game. So here's the Sun Temple. This is not an easy level.
Way longer than I can remember. Many of the secrets have been lost. We'll have to figure them out if we plan to find the Moonstone.
The gimmick of this level is that there's little sun tiles on the ground, and if you throw these little oil vases at them, it explodes and does a bunch of damage. And also if you stand on the sun tiles, you take damage, but I'm so good that it's never going to happen. There's also a bunch of timers in this level too. It's like, oh, you have to kill all these enemies before the time runs out. But we are speed runners here. Do you really think I'd be that bad that one of the timers would run out? So all these Nurbles like try to kill me on the way up there, but I'm so good that they can't. Alright, so I need 50 mana in this next room, but thankfully there's just 40 mana chilling in this room right here. That... Holy moly, that Nurgle destroyed me. Alright, there we go. I don't know why I switched to that. Alright, so the gimmick of this room is that you're supposed to like run around, kill all the enemies, and then step on a button in the room in this direction. And then you gotta go back through the room, kill some more enemies, step on a button, go back through the room again, kill some more enemies. That takes a really long time though, so I'm not gonna do that. So instead of playing this game's game, I'm just gonna get this item storage glitch once again, as long as I'm good enough to actually get it. Then I'm gonna fly up to this roof, and then clip out right there. Skip that level, because heck that level, honestly. And now, once again, more Yorbles. Ooh, but coming up is one of my favorite rooms in the game. I like to call it the buzzer room, and I'll try to see if you guys can figure out why I call it that. Have you figured it out yet? Alright, that's enough of that.
Maybe there are some feathers nearby?
We always end up with right about 0 mana at that point, so it's fun to do that. Ooh, this Yorble was hiding behind a pole. So sneaky. Alright, so this room is trying to be like, alright, these 6 giant Nurbles, you have to kill all of them. I'm not about that life, though. I'm just gonna grab the Yorble and grab this vase thing. Whoops. And now I'm just gonna fly above this door. As long as I'm good enough to actually do it. There we go. Once again, it's like, hey, kill these Nurbles, but no.
You may be able to use them to start fires. I think the hot floors will ignite the oil.
Thankfully, this door is not as high. Holy moly. I grabbed that on accident. Alright, so coming up is a trick called the YOLO jump.
You need more mana to use this Juju power. Maybe there are some feathers nearby?
It's a throw hover over an open gap. I got it first try though, because I am sick at this game. But if you thought the YOLO jump was intense, get ready for the super YOLO jump. Just gotta, there we go. Holy moly. Wait, I still got it, okay. This Nurble's gonna blow up that nest so I can grab this Yorble here. Ah, no, I'm so close. Ah, if I would have gotten both of the YOLO jumps on the first try, that would have been sick. Heck. Okay. That was a good attempt, that was a good attempt. I should note that for both of these tricks, it is essentially like 10 frame perfect inputs in a row. So it's definitely not an easy thing to do. Alright, there we go. Doing that skips having to kill all of those Nurbles in that room. It's faster as long as you get it like 3rd or 4th try. So this is the Sun Temple boss fight. This is probably the least consistent of all of the Pins and Needles boss fights. You essentially have to run around and hit them with these different colored power-up things. It's really bad when the AI gets a yellow one, because that means it can just sit there and shoot at you and you can't shoot at it. Blue's the best because there's only one shot. If you can get the red ones, that means you can line up like a meat shot on them like that and get all 3 shots at once, and so it's pretty good. You want to make sure that the AI is like locking onto you and trying to hit you for as little as possible. Where's he gonna go? He's gonna go this way. Nice. Alright.
Needles, you are
So that was the first cycle, or the first stage, I guess.
watch how it is.
Now I have to fight pins, and then I'll have to fight pins and needles. Oh no, don't give me the blue. Heck. Blues are probably the worst one to get because they only have a single shot. Sure, they're homing, but it's good to be able to get multiple shots. I think he has a yellow, right? No, he's red, okay. He's going for a yellow, though. So I'm going to want to make him follow me here while I don't have any shots so that I'm not wasting this time. Because when they're locked onto you like this, no matter how fast you turn, you can't hit them. Unless you have a green or they have a green, but that's like a special case. Alright. Green, whatever. I don't really like greens because they have an arc. Okay, but it's good when the enemy has like a yellow. Because you can do that. Just hit yourself on the wall. There we go. Oh, don't want that blue, so I'm going to try to hold left so I don't pick it up on accident.
This time, let's cooperate.
This is a very difficult fight to do well because it's so like random and so weird. There's a lot of little intricacies to learn about. And there is a lot of luck too. Alright, he has a green. No, he's not gonna hit himself, so there's no point trying. Oh, I missed. I'm just gonna try to hit him. Nice. That was a good snipe. Nice. This is going pretty well so far. As slow as this looks. It's important to not spam the attack too, because they can't get hit while they're still in stun from the previous hit. Alright. Try to line up the meat shot here. Nice.
Now it's moonstone time.
Oh god, I went too far.
Yes! You collected a moonstone. Pins and needles.
You can still control the Phoenix after you've already ended the fight, so you can just make it run around. It's pretty cool. Alright, so that was the second moonstone. The second early moonstone that we weren't supposed to get yet, so don't tell anyone.
You need more mana to use this Juju power. Maybe there are some feathers nearby?
So now, time to just run around and get more Yorbles. What a surprise. Trust me, we've made this game go as fast as we possibly can. At one point we thought that a sub 2-hour run would be impossible. Look at how far it's come. My little baby. I'm so proud of it. Let's line this up. Make it go faster. I wish I could. I mean, maybe if I just was not as awful at this game, it would go a little faster. Alright, get on this rhino. Put it on a treadmill. Dude, why didn't I think of that? Put this game on a treadmill. That would make it go so much faster. Now in this section, you're supposed to be riding like an emu. You can see the gate for the emu right over there to the left. But the emu's really finicky controls, and it would take a while to actually get it, so I'm just gonna jump over these places instead. That's the exploding acorns power up. It's not useful at all though, so we don't get it.
All the Yorbles here. We should try some
Got 79 Yorbles. We're so close. And now we just leave Dry Rock. And now it's time to actually go to a new level. Whoa, what a concept. By the way, you can also like move flora and make Tack's head bigger and stuff during the loading screens. I don't do it though because I feel like it makes the loading take longer. I haven't tested that though. New level, I know, it's really exciting. After all these repeated levels, it'll be nice to play in a new level for a while. And for a while, I mean for like a minute, because we're just going to immediately leave this level.
Whenever you want to, you can take the
So now I'm going over to Chicken Island, as you can probably tell from the blimp, in the shape of a chicken. So here's Chicken Island. This level also has some other plants in it. However, these plants are very spread apart, so it's not very fast to get them.
filled with air and water geysers.
Nope, we're not at that level yet. We'll be getting there eventually. Oh, I should mention, the reason we're getting these Yorbles is because that one guy that I was mentioned before was turned into a sheep. Turns out that wasn't actually him, that was someone else. And the person that was a sheep was, yeah, it was just someone else. And Locke himself, the guy we were trying to save, is actually dead. So we're trying to get these Yorbles so that he can be not dead anymore. So yeah, that was Lower Tree Village. Or that was Chicken Island. And now, we're going to be going back to Burial Grounds. This is the level, well, not quite, but I'm going to be going to the level you were talking about before. The one with the balloons. So over here is like a gate thing, or it's like some bones that you're not supposed to be able to get past, but you can just jump into this wall.
The stick out.
Oh, I said you can just jump into this wall and go around it. And now we're at, you know, this is a pretty fast level. This level's called Mummy Tombs. I think this is my favorite level in the game. Let's be real.
Really sacred area.
This is definitely the fastest too.
The moon ancestors are buried here.
Because you see, that's the end right over there.
We need to get the mummies out of their tombs and
But before we can go to the end, we just kind of have to do a quick little thing before we can actually go to the end. Don't worry, it won't take too long. In order to unlock the end, all we gotta do is just some quick little, gotta run some errands, you know. Just gotta go into these tombs over here to get some stuff. Don't worry, it won't take too long. What are we actually doing in these tombs, you might ask? We're not doing anything. We're just kind of hanging out. So what we're actually doing is we're being smart and we're getting some Yorbles. That's why we're here, right? Getting some Yorbles, yep. That's why we're here. Definitely here because it's a good place to get Yorbles. Definitely are not here. We are not here because we need to do an escort mission. That is not why we're here. No. Don't just close your eyes. We're not here to do any escort missions. Especially not really slow escort missions that take a really long time and you also have to do 4 times. That is not why we're here. Don't you worry about it. I'm just doing this because I want to do it. This is definitely not the longest level in the game. So right here, I'm going to make this guy walk over thin air. It's pretty fun. See, don't worry though. We're already out of this. We're out of this tomb. It's fine. It didn't take that long, right? That was pretty quick. We're just helping this guy along, you know. He wants to come with us on this run. He wants to be fast too, so we're gonna teach him how to be fast. We're just gonna tell him to stand right here and wait. He can wait for us. And now we just gotta do that 3 more times. That's all we gotta do. Don't worry about it. That's all we gotta do. You know, some people might say that this level is really slow and really awful, but I don't like to think of it like that, you know? Just because it's 4 really slow and really boring escort missions doesn't mean it has to be awful, you know? Why do you have to be so negative about it? You can see this from a positive side, right? Like ridding some Yorbles. That's a good thing. We need those. Yorbles are always good to have. And you know, this place is also some good practice too. It lets us practice our movement. Better movement means that we can beat the game faster. It's good. It's a good level. We aren't doing this level only because it's absolutely required. No, that's not why we're here. We're here because it's good to go here. This totally isn't one of the only actually required levels in the entire game. No. Because see, look, just when you think it's getting boring, look, there's another Yorble just hiding around the corner. Just waiting to be picked up. But you know, at least we get to have some revenge on these mummies, even though they're very slow. We get to set them on fire, so that's cool. Setting mummies on fire is always fun. And there's little ways to speed up this level, like the mummy normally has an animation of putting himself out of fire, but if you push him onto fire, if you push him onto more fire, then he doesn't have to put himself out because he'll still be on fire. So you can save like a second by doing that. So this level's not that horrible, right? See, look, we're already out of the second tomb. We're so fast. This is going by so quickly. We're already almost halfway done. If this mummy didn't just get knocked over. Alright, see, we're almost already halfway done. That's another thing. Anytime the mummies get hit, they fall over for about 10 seconds. So it's good practice to make that not happen, right? So it's not a waste of time. See, we're halfway done. Look at that. This is going by in a breeze. I love this level. And now we're already in the third one. This one's so fast. See, just when you think it's getting boring again, look around the corner. Whoa, another Yorble! Oh my god, this is an exciting level. You thought it was really slow and boring, but it's actually just full of surprises. There's a big group of Nurbles there. We're just gonna run past them and look at this. There's booby traps. There's darts. It's so exciting. Look, another Yorble. Oh my god. When will the excitement end? And you know what the best part about this level is? It's actually possible to skip into the 4th tomb, skipping all 3 other tombs, and it's possible to get that mummy out of the tomb and bring it back to that center room. So you can actually just completely skip all of the other 3 tombs and just go straight to the end. Isn't that cool? See, the only slight problem is that it doesn't actually beat the level and it just soft locks your game. So, yeah, sadly that doesn't work. But we tried at least. Now this mummy doesn't really care if he gets hit by the darts. That's honestly what he deserves for going so slow. So, you know, he deserves it. So now we get to bring this mummy along a bunch of really skinny paths with darts all over the place. Holy moly, almost got destroyed. Alright, we good. Oh, I got him. Okay, I'm good. See, we're already almost out of the 3rd tomb. Just practicing my swing in there, no big deal. Yeah, see, we're already outside. This is going so quickly. Like, I don't know who thought this was going to be boring. This is the best level ever. It's already 3/4 done. See, look at that. There's the last tomb right there. This is going so fast. We don't even have to go through the hedge maze to get there. You can just jump up here. It's so fast. And this level's even better. Come here. Alright, there we go. See, look, another Yorble. The speed of this level just never ends. Alright, and now we get to do this cool trick. It's called the super jump, I think. Look at this, look at this. Holy moly. Tech is just Superman.
Juju power. Maybe there are some feathers nearby? You need more mana to use this Juju power. Maybe there are some feathers nearby? You need more mana to use this Juju power. Maybe
This is just the best level in the game, honestly. Now we get to swing on these ropes like we're Tarzan or
all
something.
the Yorbles here. We should try somewhere else now.
Alright, see, look, we got all the Yorbles here. That was worth it, honestly. But this is the last mummy. We're so close, guys. And this mummy is like, he's the best one. Because when you hit him, his head flies off. That's so funny. Now we're just going to put the head over here because you're supposed to do a puzzle here. But, you know, let's be real. This level's getting kind of boring, honestly. So we're just going to skip. We're just going to skip the rest of this puzzle. If this guy would stop getting hit. Come on, guy. Alright, there we go. Now we just gotta throw the head onto there. See, this mummy, he actually follows his head and not tack. That's why this is a very exciting tomb, because there's a different mechanic. It's very exciting. We're just gonna bring this Nurble too. Let's escort the Nurble also. Sounds like fun. Look, we're almost out. We're almost done, guys. Guys, we're almost done. Can you believe it? It only took like 14 minutes, but we're almost done. We just gotta bring this guy over here, and that's it. That's it. We're gonna throw the head because that's how much we care about him. Guess what, guys? We did it. We're free. We're free of it. We're free of mummy tombs. We're out. And now we get to go to an actual level. This one's called Spirit World. It's pretty fun. There's even more Yorbles here. Plus, remember that lot guy that's dead and we're trying to revive him? His ghost is here. We're gonna go get his ghost. Can you believe that? We're gonna go find this dead guy's ghost and we're gonna bring it back. Because that's how it works in the real world. So in this level there's like these spirit vent things and they make these little platforms appear, I guess. So they're kind of helpful.
When in doubt, take the stick out.
Whoops. This level is spoopy, I know.
Did you see those buildings when you were in Spirit
Alright.
World?
Even these orangutans are ghosts because they only appear in Spirit World. They only appear in spirit form, at least. Yeah, this lore in this game is like really cool, actually. Like there's ghosts and stuff. There's a cutscene there, but we're just gonna walk through this walk through the rock instead, because this game is very well made. There's actually a strat found recently to skip this island, but it's really hard to do and I've never done it before. Like I've never even tried to practice it, so I'm not gonna go for it. I'm gonna lure that Nurble out of the way so that he doesn't bother me later on. So here's the balloons. These balloons are pretty cool.
Wow, you can float really far with
Here's some dead guy, I guess. We're giving them to him.
more balloons to go.
He's a skeleton, he's spooky. If you get triggered or spooked by skeletons, please avert your eyes. I do not want to hurt you. We're gonna shoot this orangutan so that he pulls the tree down faster because this timing's actually really precise. For some reason. Here's another balloon. We need 3 of these in total.
Take it back to Party Boy.
Take it back to the dead guy that really likes partying.
You only need
Look at him
one more
dance.
balloon.
That's dancing is so good. Alright, we're coming up on the last balloon here. There's a Yorble. Oh, this is going so well. Uh-oh.
Don't worry about
Uh-oh.
losing the balloon tack.
Oh, that Nurble didn't go away like I told him to. So now we get to do that again, because that Nurble did not obey my rules of going away when I told him to. So, yeah. We get to do this again. Aren't you excited? I'm excited. Alright. That Nurble's dead now, so he won't be bothering us anymore. Alright, so I may have grabbed a ledge, and that means I get to do that again. So, I hope you like this part of the game. I really do. That's why I keep doing this over again. Because doing this part is just really fun for me. And I'm sure it's fun for you to watch, so that's why I keep doing this over again. Alright, so, as they say, third time's the charm. How about I don't grab a ledge on accident? There we go. we are in there now.
Fantastic.
We did it. We put the balloons on the thing.
Remember, he said he would help you if you got in the balloons.
Nice job, little dude. Here's the help I promised.
Apparently he promised to help us. I don't recall that. So the thing that I could have done is I could have just flown over this gap, but this is a pretty far gap and I've never done that before, so I'm not going to bother trying. Because you have to admit this is a pretty big gap. Alright, so now I'm going to break another vase over here, but it's really far away, so I got to use this thing. Whoops, missed. Missed again. There we go. Oh, but I didn't shoot. I promise I'm actually good at this game. There we go. That was a lie, though. I'm actually not. I'm sorry for lying to you. Now we gotta wait for that thing to go to the next vase, so in the meantime I'm gonna grab this Yorble, because that's probably a good idea, considering I still don't have 100. There's a ram here. I'm just gonna jump over it. He still got me, but it's alright. Once again, if you couldn't have guessed it, we're getting some more vases. Now we get another orangutan. Like this is the pinnacle of excitement right here. There we go. Alright, we're almost done with this vase section, guys. Can you believe it? I'm having a hard time believing it myself, to be honest. And guess what, guys? The best part of this whole run so far, can you guess it? Can you guess what it is? I didn't forget a Yorble.
Okay, that's all
There we
the
go.
Yorbles here.
There's the 100 that we need. So now we're gonna go and get Locke's spooky ghost. It's right over here. What a coincidence that we get 100 Yorbles right when we get his ghost. It's almost like I planned that or something. So you're supposed to kill these 3 Nurbles, but if I'm not super awful at this video game, I can fly to the top of this thing instead. So hopefully I'm not awful at this video game. There we go. Just a reminder, every single one of those jumps is a double frame perfect input, so that's not the easiest thing to do all in a row.
But first, I got this terrible itch. Can you scratch my head?
You don't have time.
Come on, I can't reach it.
And now, because we didn't actually kill the mini-boss of this area, the fog is still going to be everywhere, and the music is still going to be playing through this cutscene. That's Locke's ghost, by the way. It's really spooky.
Sir, Mr. Bulbous Errand Boy and the great warrior of legend, Mr. Balloonhead. You'll never find your way out of here.
Alright, so this is like the most difficult hedge maze in history. Like, there's wind blowing everywhere. If it blows Locke's balloon into the spikes on the hedges, he'll pop and you have to start over. It's a really big and complicated maze. Like, this is probably one of the hardest parts of the run. So, I'm just actually not gonna do it. I think that sounds like a plan. I'm just gonna run on top of the hedges instead and get to the end of the maze.
You have enough Yorbles and
Were those other balloons people too? Probably, knowing this game, they probably were. Alright, so now we need to get back to Jabulba's hut as quickly as possible according to Flora, so I'm just gonna hold up and left and hopefully I get there quickly. Alright, I got there. We did it. Alright, so now I have a thing called the Champion's Amulet. This basically makes it so that I have that super fast running effect all the time without needing to press it.
It looks good on you.
As long as I'm not awful and take damage.
This amulet is most of the reason
So now the game is a little easier.
magical powers. As long as you're at full health, it'll cause you to
Now the game's all like, alright, you need to get all 3 of these moonstones now, but guess what, game? Joke's on you, I already have 2 of them. Ha!
when in doubt.
Didn't expect that, did you? So now I'm gonna go to this warp thing over here.
Creepy, huh? I know of enough.
Flora apparently thinks Burial Grounds is kinda creepy. I guess you're right, even though that wasn't Burial Grounds. It was creepy, though. So now I'm gonna go to Chicken Temple, if you thought Chicken Island was bad enough. So I'm supposed to hit that gong thing over there to make these doors open, but the programmers are really good and they made it so the trigger is outside of the door, so I don't even need to open it. This game is sick, I would agree. So here's Chicken Temple, probably the absolute worst casual level in the entire game.
The moon Juju brought me here.
Anyone who's played this level casually probably has a deep-seated hatred for this level. I know that I do. It's the most obnoxious level in the entire game because you have to lure all these chickens onto buttons and it's completely and totally awful. Because you have to do all these different puzzles. I mean, the first puzzles are pretty easy, but once you get to like the later part of the level, that's when they start to become really awful. Like this is just kind of telling you the basic mechanics of the level. Gotta take these eggs, bring them back here, out to this center place here. Those guards over there don't like it when you touch them, so let's not touch them.
It looks like you need to find a key. I wonder what that would look like in this place.
Alright, so that was the first puzzle. That one's pretty easy. But now is where they start to throw curveballs at you, you hear me? I'm just gonna jump around this guard, because why not? So now the game's like, oh, you thought that was easy? Guess what? There's chickens here now. Holy moly, that just ramps up the difficulty. There's chickens in this puzzle. Like, I don't know if I can beat it, honestly. Alright, I beat it. That wasn't too bad. I made it through. Alright, now I'm gonna make this sick nasty jump without grabbing the ledge. Awesome. How much better are golden eggs from regular eggs? Well, I mean, golden ones are the ones that power this, so you kinda need them. Alright. Now, I was pulling your leg on the last one. That wasn't actually hard. But this one, this is where it gets really challenging. You see, there's actually a puzzle here now. You have to, like, lure the chickens onto the button, otherwise you can't get out of this room. But joke's on you, I'm just gonna zoom in with the staff when I pick the egg up. And now I can climb ropes without dropping eggs. It's pretty neat. So I don't have to do that puzzle at all. Alright, but you know, these puzzles have taken a lot out of me. Like, that's been a lot of mental power needed to solve these puzzles. And there's like 4 more of these. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. So I'm actually just not going to do the rest of them. I think that sounds like a good idea, right? Sounds like a plan. Just not going to do the rest of these puzzles. I'm just going to fly over this invisible wall here and skip the rest of the level. So that was Chicken Temple. That's pretty fun.
Oh no, Tap, look! It's pins and needles again. What are those two idiots?
So this is the last Pins and Needles boss fight. This one's actually kind of tough to do fast. I'm gonna have to kind of pay attention here. These chickens are actually a pain. They will try to kill you if you have an egg. So they're not the most fun things. I'm gonna try to do this in one cycle. It's not easy, but I'm gonna try.
How about a little bit more of this?
Hopefully he goes for the other one first. Alright, he's going for the other one first. Good. I have time to get this last egg. I have to hit them 4 times with this. It's not easy because if chickens get in the way, then they can really heck your day up. So I have to be kind of lucky with how these chickens land. Because every time a balloon explodes, a chicken goes flying onto the stage. So I'm going to try to see where the chicken landed. He landed right here. Alright, that should get him out of the way. That chicken hopefully won't bother us now. It might still, but should be far enough away. That chicken also landed in a really inconvenient spot. Alright. Chickens did not heck with us. Alright, there we go. That was a technically 2-cycle pins and needles, so that's as fast as possible. That's nice. And I got that little mini cutscene skip too, so that's cool. If you jump on there before pins and needles die, then you don't have to watch a cutscene showing you that the moonstone spawned there. So that's neat. And now, actually, I'm on my way to the final boss fight. I know it's sad to see this run end, but I'm on to the final boss fight. First I have to get there though. It's kind of a journey to get there. I gotta go once again back to Jabulba's hut. It's just the happening place in Tax Village, really. So we get to run all the way back through Tax Village. Thankfully we have this little speed boost thing, so it's not as slow. Oh heck, I got hit. Now I gotta use Crazy Feet. Alright, so now we're finally at the final boss fight. And this one we're actually fighting Tlaylock, not pins and needles. Thankfully, since the combat is so awful in this game, they decided to not make any of the actual boss fights combat based, which is actually a really cool thing about this game. Like honestly, not joking around. None of the boss fights are actually combat based, so they at least recognized that the combat was not good enough to make boss fights about it. So each of these things, I'm supposed to kill these different plants. There's like 3 sections of the final boss fight. You just gotta kill all the different plants. First section is pretty quick. If I die at any point during the final boss, I have to start the entire thing over, so it's good to not die. Now he turns you into a chicken and you gotta run along this bridge. Now you're supposed to do like roughly the same thing here too, but that's really boring. So I'm just gonna jump over this one. You're supposed to get turned into a rhino and you're supposed to like break all these things, but that's really boring. So we're just gonna jump on top of these spikes and skip to this last section here. And now the plants are protected by a force field. So you gotta make Tlaylock break the force field. Pretty enticing, exciting, whatever the word is. I'm good at English. That one missed, so we gotta wait again. Whoops. Alright, and time will be coming up soon. I just have to do some stuff first. About like a minute or so until time. Whoa, Flora's an orangutan. How amazing. As much as we might want to, shooting Flora with the staff doesn't actually speed her up here. So we gotta wait for the full animation. Alright, the end's coming up pretty quickly. Gotta turn Tlaylock into a sheep. And then once objective complete comes up, that will be the end. So, time. So that was tech.
Bye-bye, Slaylock.
Pretty great. Ugh. I don't know what my time was. Let me see.
Hello.
Hello.
Did you call time?
What was that? Yeah, call time.
Heck. Alright, no joking, lightning just struck next to my house and my internet got knocked out for like 10 seconds.
Oh, not bad.
Okay, so maybe like 10 seconds off that, so 135.27.
Alright, that's not bad at all.
Being a sh-
Nice.
Especially since
what's-
I lost a minute in the beginning due to marathon strats, so that's like 2 minutes off a world record, so it's not bad.
Okay, chat saying 135.16-ish.
Cool.
Dang, dude. That was only 5 minutes off.
It was
Ricky.
3 minutes off world record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean world record's pretty bad honestly, so it's not much of an accomplishment, but I'll take it. But yeah, if we're still live, thanks for checking the run out, everyone. I'll be back at the end of the marathon, closing it up.
Dang it!
What?
I keep thing. Okay. We're good. We're gonna go to intermission.
Alright.
Go follow Skelekat.
Heck yeah.
Alright, we'll be right back with Halo.